to stream. Stream live. I am Rick Godley. We are at the Bikesmith front window. We are going to do an update from last week. Matter of fact, it was a week ago. I am, as mentioned, Rick Godley. This is Sandra Jones, Executive Director of ORVA, O-R-V-A, which is the Veterans Village in Bienville Parish. We got a progress report to bring you. Also, we're streaming live, atl-ruston.com, atl-ruston.com, atl-lincoln.com. What's that? That's, well, going to be helping out more businesses, more nonprofits in the future, streaming live and streaming live from Lincoln Parish. If you can dream it, I can stream it. So that's what ORVA. We're going to do this in an episode way because we're going to show you on the screen this morning the beginning and the progress going back all the way, I guess, to 2018. But ORVA has been around longer than that. Sandra Jones, if you will, help us out and give us a brief on what ORVA is.
Well, Ouachita Regional Veterans Association is and going to be a community where we house homeless veterans that are at risk of being homeless or are homeless. This will also include if they have a wife and children, so families as well. And we want to help them get kind of, we'll use the word rehabilitated in order to kind of stream back into what we call a normal life.
And when you say rehabilitated, and again, you know that you always have license and liberty to correct me if I'm wrong, because we want to get the message out in a clear, distinct manner. So rehabilitated is more of a holistic, and by holistic, you're talking about the family. By holistic, you're also talking about a potential veteran, he or she, that maybe have lost their job, a financial opportunity, or a whatever it is. This is a transitional period of time where they get to live on the land and keep their family intact, if that is the case.
Yes, that is absolutely the case.
All right, so that is ORVA. By the way, it's Veterans Helping Veterans. You could find out more. Website?
Don't spring that on me like that.
Oh.
ProjectHopeForVets.org.
Project Hope, the number 4 vets.org. We have it up here in the scrolls. We encourage folks, A, to help us help more simply by taking this message because you didn't know about it. Now you're becoming aware of it. Then you're sharing the message and others can take action because others have taken action. We're going to show that here live in just a second. Veterans Helping Veterans and also up on the Facebook page. All right, so 7.5 acres south of Arcadia was purchased 5 years ago, 6 years ago?
No, actually, it's not been that long. It
Oh,
was
really?
we actually purchased it in late 2018, early 2019 when we paid it off through
Right.
the raising money from the community. And we started on it shortly after that. We've gone in phases of trying to clear the property. At least we've got 1 acre cleared now.
Right.
That we have a tiny home on there.
We're going to get
And,
to that. We got
yeah,
video.
we're gonna get to that.
We got
And,
pictures.
It's been a long process. You know, we've had lots of volunteers out there, and just through everything that's kind of happened in life,
Right.
it went through a little bit of a lull period, and so now we are locked and loaded.
Oh, yeah. No. Things are moving definitely, literally, physically, and physically. The Ouachita Regional Veterans Association, projectforhope.net. Am I right?
.org.
.org. All right, go to that website now. A work day. This is 7.5 acres, by the way, south of what used to be Bonnie and Clyde.
Right.
And it's organically growing. So now, let's go first here as we're talking with Sandra Jones. We're going to go back to the, wait, who scouted the land? And because I remember you said we found land. Who found that land? How did that come to fruit to
Well,
be?
I actually found it on Craigslist. And I know, right?
Yeah.
I just happened to run across an ad about this property being for sale. And I love Arcadia. And I went out there to look at it, met the guy, and we made a deal right away. And the gentleman that actually owned the property lives in Germany. And him and his wife, he's a veteran. His wife is a veteran. I know, right?
Yeah, no,
And
keep
so we got in contact, and he worked with us to make payments on the property until we closed on it. And it was absolutely a God thing all the way.
Sure enough, all the pieces of the puzzle coming together, and now it's accelerating a little bit. Before we move on to the pictures, I know you have so many people to thank, but let's start first off with Jonesboro State Bank coming through on their Pledge 10 grants.
Oh my gosh, I know that there are a lot of people that apply for that, and we were so very honored to accept that grant that we got from Pledge 10 and Jonesboro State Bank. And they were just as excited as I am, and they can't wait to see the property and really join in and to see what else they can help us do out there.
All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go to the beginning, and I don't think I was out here for the first time as we're looking at some photographs here of Red Cut Road. T-Riggs Road.
T-Riggs Road, yeah.
T-Riggs Road, in just south of Bienville Parish. You were scrolling through the photographs of a house and a tremendous overgrowth.
Oh, man.
This is, what day is this? This is April 14th, 2018. Were you there? Take us, what's your memory of that day?
Yeah, I was there, and I think every board member we had at that time was out there, plus my daughter and son-in-law. And we were trying to clear out from around the house in order to the Bienville Parish Fire Department was going to do.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
I know, right?
That's why we do it live here.
Sound effects. That was great.
Yeah,
man.
you like
what
it.
Great timing.
Total immersing here. But you're doing good. Stay focused.
The Bienville Parish Fire Department came in and they did a control burn on the house for us, and because no water being out there, so we were a little concerned about doing burning. But we got that down, got it all cleaned up, got the bulldozers in there, and
we're looking at the photographs. This is from 2018, the control burn.
Yeah.
So this taking is now we go to the March 23rd of 2019. 2019, things are trucking along, and folks remember what happened in March 2019. The cacophony started, but the vision didn't die. What are we looking at here with the trees being cut down?
Well, there was, of course, a lot of overgrowth, so we were having to take down quite a few trees so that we could get the tiny homes in there, and just clearing the land, making it level, spotting out where we were going to, put everything and run septic systems and all that kind of stuff. So just another great work day. And it was fabulous to see. We had so many people out there. I think there was over 50 people out there that day. It was just remarkable.
So 2019, we're going to accelerate here to the October 13th, this month. This month seems to be going real quick, because now we're looking at what is a modular house, or modular home, if you will. Sandra Jones at Bike Smith Studios talking about ORVA. Tell us about this modular home, where did it come from and all?
Well, we had thought about building the tiny homes out there, and then we started looking at these buildings that were so much easier and cheaper to do. So through the fundraising and the community grants and things that we've gotten, we decided that it was easier and faster to actually go with the route of getting these tiny cabins. We have to do the inside, but I've already, we got a grant from Home Depot to do that. And I've got volunteers, carpenters, plumbers, and things lined out to where we'll get those buildings set up and hopefully start housing pretty soon. You
make a great point here. We appreciate the financial contributions, the grant processes as well. And some folks say, you know what, I want to get involved. But maybe my finances are not allowing that, but I have a skill. And if you want to contribute your skills and a sweat equity. If you have any sweat equity for...
I'm always worried about screwing up. God, I'm glad that was you.
I didn't screw up. I just made up a whole new word. I have sweat equity.
Okay.
Plumbers, carpenters, Taylor Estes, he's the man that came out.
Yeah,
and
he came out and did the trees for us, and it's been a...
He knows what sweat equity is.
I'm sure he does.
I know he does. All right, so this got delivered on the 13th. Let's jump ahead. Sandra Jones was here a week ago. And since then, now you had another work day, which was, let me get that up there. There we go. This was happened last Saturday. What are we looking at here?
Well, we had a gentleman who actually lives in Homer brought out his equipment and finished clearing that spot and getting the pad ready for the next building that we have coming in on Monday.
Oh, another building.
Yeah.
All
This
right.
will actually be, it's bigger than the one that's there now, and this will be used as our community building.
I got you.
So we'll have a few offices, big kitchen area and things for cooking.
I mean, it is amazing looking at these pictures that we're looking at right now happened last week compared to going back to what we showed earlier of the literal people out there in the overgrowth. So,
I know.
got to be encouraged, and I want this to be an encouragement to folks who are watching or are in the process of doing whatever they're doing with their dream, their vision, not being stuck, but moving forward and navigating and pivoting and adapting and evolving, etc. If you want to get involved, what's the best way for somebody to get hold of you to either, you know what, I want to buy a building, you know what, I want to do the plumbing, you know what, I want to, or, you know what, we need you to come and talk to our civic organization. How would they get best get hold of you?
They can call my cell phone, 318-512-9449. That is the best way to get a hold of me if I can't answer, because I do have a full-time job outside of this. So,
Right. You want to give props because he allows you to do this. So that's an in-kind contribution, in-kind contribution.
It is very kind, and he's
It's
there
Darryl.
also Daryl Taylor of Weather Protection Company. He's also one of our greatest financial supporters, and I appreciate him so much giving me the time that I need to take care of our veterans.
Sure enough, Sandra Jones, Washita Regional Veterans Association website again.
Project Hope
for
Vets.org.
Do I have that right up there? I hope I do.
I think you changed it last time.
I did. I think I did as well. All right. Anything else we can say here today to help you? Again, to accelerate the process. I know we're not ready to receive veterans. Oh, by the way, and I feel I need to make this statement. This is not a veterans homeless shelter.
No.
Nothing wrong with that, but that's not what this is. This is a transitional period, a village of coming together, living, and whatever that time period is, to adapt, adjust, alone, with family. So am I reading this right?
Yes, you
Okay.
are.
So that process, there's, if you have a need, people are going to come and they need the services. We're not even there yet, right, as far as taking prospective villagers.
We are not.
Okay.
But we will start work on the two buildings that will be out there.
Right.
And it's very close. I'm actually going to contact Wellspring and talk to them about their veterans program
That's
that they
right.
have, because they help find housing for veterans. So
Smart.
I'll work with them to get our first veteran or veteran family
Awesome.
out there.
What she's talking about is the Wellspring Alliance, which is out of Monroe, which is formerly the YWCA, which has monies dedicated to helping homeless veterans in such a situation that we're talking about. And I want to throw this out as well, and we've talked about this in past interviews, Sandra Jones with me. Something's happening here with the veterans community. And what do I mean by that? The Owl Center, which is just like maybe 10, 15 miles north of the site of the Veterans Village in, it's a Western Lincoln Parish. They have programs that assist veterans totally free for them as far as equine therapy, horses, and a whole bunch of other modalities to help the veterans, and that is part of the Louisiana United Methodist Children's and Family Services. So all these pieces of the puzzle, and I'm not even thinking of some more. The VFW comes to my mind. We want to become a resource of plugging people in.
Right. We're not trying to recreate the wheel.
No.
What we will do is use these other resources to help our veterans get back on their feet. It's like we don't want to do everything ourselves. We want to work with these other
Right.
community resources because that's what they're there for.
Well, you know me back in another day and time when I said, we don't need to do another soup kitchen. No, you don't. We've got the salvage. So if we all would fuel that which is the tip of the spear would get the most done. Anything else we could say this morning? Hopefully this went over wonderful and to accelerate the message and also accelerate the project.
We have a fundraiser next
Oh,
Saturday. Next Saturday.
Oh, come on,
I just
man.
realized
Wait.
it was like, oh my gosh, that's next Saturday.
All right, this is the discussion where you're going to learn between the difference. A Frisbee is not a disc.
That's right. It's
So
not.
what is the fundraiser?
The fundraiser is, or fundraiser.
A fundraiser, too.
That's right. Is a disc golf tournament, November the 6th, from 8 till 4.
Mm-hmm.
They'll start playing at 9. There's 2 courses to play. We'll have raffle items. We'll have live music. We have food by Texas Roadhouse, which is awesome. And this is all the proceeds will go to help us buy another building and refurbish those buildings for our veterans.
Love it. It's and how does now? I thought it was Frisbee. It's disc. It's a whole nother world. That's fine. Is it singular teams, duos? I mean, how's this work? And how does somebody register? Can they show up that morning at Chenault?
They can show up
Okay.
that morning at Chenault and register. They can also give me a call, 318-512-9449. The team, it's $50 a piece, or of course $100 for a team.
Got it.
We've got swag bags. We've got lots of great things for our players. And if you sign up and are in the first 25, you get extra stuff.
Oh, extra swag.
Extra swag.
Swag incentive. All right, so we learned something new here at ORVA this morning, as well as sweat equity.
We're going to get that in the
I know, Sandra
dictionary
Jones
now.
here. All right, hopefully we got the message. Hopefully it's help us help others push the message out there and everybody come together for good. Again, atl-ruston.com, atl-lincoln.com. That's all things local, atl-ruston.com, atl-lincoln.com. Bookmark that because more growth is happening because we are a one-stop shop network for just our sphere of influence.
That's right.
All right, Sandra, thank you so much for all that you do.
Thank you.